a.m. on Sunday, April 15, 2018. The Baker County Sheriff's Office said that 7 masked individuals barged into a mobile home on County Road 123 to settle a feud with the people inside. Little did the punks know, things were about to take a turn for the worse. The feud was fueled by derogatory and threatening rhetoric between the two groups on social media platforms and eventually escalated to this shooting, the sheriff's office wrote in a statement on Facebook. Investigators said that men inside the home were startled awake when someone outside the door yelled, "Sheriff's office," before the group of masked thugs barged in. In the brief seconds before the masked gang burst through the door, 2 men inside the home armed themselves. According to the sheriff's office, one victim of the home invasion grabbed an Arkansas 15 rifle, and another victim had a 9mm handgun. When the thugs came in, they got the most brutal surprise. As the assailants entered the home, 2 of the victims responded by opening fire. The resident who was armed with the Arkansas 15 rifle later estimated that he fired about 30 rounds by himself. Instantly, 2 of the intruders crumpled to the floor as they were hit multiple times by gunfire. After the initial burst, the residents took refuge in another part of the home and dialed 911 for help. Deputies who responded to the 911 call were able to intercept a car as it sped away from the scene of the shooting. Inside that car, deputies found 3 suspects who were bleeding from gunshot wounds. One of the intruders, 18-year-old Corey Lorimore, was badly wounded. He was taken to an area hospital and declared dead a short time later. This young thug learned a very brutal lesson about how a violent lifestyle can lead to a violent end. Another one of the suspects was identified as 24-year-old William Lorimore, the older brother of the dead intruder. William was taken to a nearby hospital where he was treated for his gunshot wounds and released to police. William Lorimore is awaiting justice at the Duval County Jail. The third assailant who was shot on Sunday was a 16-year-old male whom police would not identify due to his age and the nature of his involvement. According to reports from the responding officers, they found a heavy amount of dried blood caked on the front steps of the home, a blood-stained mask with a bullet hole through it, and a .380 caliber handgun lying nearby. Whatever the online feud entailed, it couldn't have been worth an 18-year-old's life. The list of suspects police arrested includes William Lorimore, 24, Zachary Bell, 20, Joseph Albino, 24, Christian Watkins, 19, and Caden Lorimore, 15. So far, each of the suspects has been charged with home invasion. Additional charges could be brought against any of the suspects after the Baker County District Attorney's Office reviews the evidence. It won't be long until the mainstream media is coming out in force to vilify the men who protected themselves from the masked thugs. The bottom line here is that the residents in the home didn't go out looking for a fight and definitely didn't barge into someone's home with guns drawn. But when they found themselves in extremely dangerous circumstances, they were ready to defend themselves. Once again, the Second Amendment pulls its own weight. The men who defended themselves could be 6 feet under right now if it weren't for their decision to fight back when evil darkened their doorstep. In my opinion, it looks like the foolishness of several individuals got out of hand and then became deadly. The tragic story shows exactly what happens when people forget that cooler heads prevail.